Hello friends, welcome to Global Online. Today we are discussing NTA UGC NET 2023 Paper 1. In this class we discuss about top 100 plus MCQ that really help your preparation and also make the concept clear and give smart tricks for your preparation. Let's start the session. Off. So make use of this great opportunity all related with the acid rain mainly contains which of the following materials or components. So in acid rain, there are mainly two important components, that is sulfur dioxide and dioxide. It is the two important components that contain in acid rain. So it can be remembered by a picture, and this is the picture of Taj Mahal, one of the wonders of world. Here this is the Taj Mahal then, and after the acid rain it looks like yellowish. So the sulfur that contained in the acid rain causes the Taj Mahal to look like. So the sulfur look alike in a yellow color, in a late yellow color. So this happens to be the Taj Mahal to look like. So in acid rain, it contains sulfur dioxide and also the nitrogen dioxide. It's the two important components in the acid rain. Clear? And the next one, which element is present in the exhaust of automobiles? So here the exhaust of automobiles means the emittance of automobiles will contain which are the following elements. And this is the one of the important one, the lead. So the lead is the one that contained in the exhaust of automobiles. So this can be remembered by the automobiles that we use to lead us. So that is to lead. So the lead in the sentence, to lead in the sentence, the lead. The lead is the important element in the exhaust of automobiles. Clear? So you can remember by to lead, that is the lead in the important element in the automobile exhaust. And the next question relating for particles suspended in the air. So the general term here is key pointed. The for particles suspended in the air is dash. So it is none other than the aerosol. The aerosol is the one that contain in the air or the suspended particulate matters. So this is a general term there. Is a fine solid particles for or liquid droplets in the air or in another gas. What is a mist? That is the water droplets that present in the atmosphere. And you know the dust particles that you can get see in the everywhere, in a busy city also, and also in a your house and other related places. Okay, so the fog, next is the fog is also you can see in the winter season, the thick matter that present in the atmosphere. So the all things that present in the atmosphere, the particles are suspended in the air or the SPM, the general term is called the aerosols. Clear? And the next one, so here this is the aerosol. You can see the aerosol here, and the spray bottle that sprayed to a number of particles. So the number of particles in generally is called aerosols. Clear? And the next one, the main source of arsenic in water are dash. So here the main source means the source that related with the arsenic present in the water. So you know the arsenic, that is a element, and it present in the drinking water and food can cause cancer and skin problems. So skin problems also that can be caused due to the presence of arsenic in water. And also there is cardiovascular diseases that is also related with the arsenic presence, and diabetes. So these are the important problems that related with the arsenic presence in water. So it can caused or happen in the water due to which of the following, and that is both B and C, that fertilizers and industrial waste. Here the flood, it's a natural calamity. It can happen or may not happen. But the fertilizers and industrial waste is a daily procedure or the daily process. It happen in the environment. So due to this fertilizers and industrial waste, the arsenic will happen or cause problems to our health, that is cancer, skin problem, cardiovascular diseases, and diabetes. Clear? And the next question, the DDT and aluminium cans are examples of which of the pollutants? So here the DDT and the aluminium cans are examples of biodegradable, non-biodegradable pollutants. So there are mainly four categories for pollutants: primary, secondary, biodegradable, and non-biodegradable. Primary pollutants can happen due to the direct emittance to the environment. So here the example is the automobile exhaust. Clear? And the secondary pollutants, it is the result of primary pollutants, the interaction between the pollutants with solar energy, sunlight, or it can example that is photovoltaic energy or exhaust. Clear? And the biodegradable pollutants that can be degradable in soil. Clear? So here the vegetable waste and other the routine waste, daily routine waste are example for biodegradable pollutants. Clear? So the here non-biodegradable means it cannot be degradable in soil. So it can cause health problems. The DDT and the aluminum cans are examples of non-biodegradable pollutants. So here the DDT is a one of the insecticide that used in agriculture, and it that is banned in 1972 in the US government due to the pollution that caused to the environment. Clear? And the next question that deals with the CPCB means the full form of CPCB. So these are the examples with the options related to CPCB, and the correct option is the Central Pollution Control Board. For CPCB means the Central Pollution Control Board, and it formed in 1974 under the Water Act 1974. So the Pollution Control Board is of India is a statutory organization under the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, and established in 1974 under the Water Act 1974. So you want to remember the full form of CPCB, that is Central Pollution Control Board. Then next one, which of the following gases has the greatest affinity for hemoglobin in blood? So here the word affinity, that means the relationship or such like that. So such like that. So the greatest affinity of which of the following gas for hemoglobin in blood? So hemoglobin is a matter that contained in blood, is a red blood cell. So the color is in reddish, and so the gas have greatest affinities. Carbon monoxide, it has the greatest affinity for blood in hemoglobin in blood. So for that we can see a picture here. This is the picture for the carbon monoxide treatment. Before the treatment, you can get the picture of a meat, and after the carbon monoxide treatment, you can see the reddish color in the meat. So after the carbon monoxide treatment, the meat look like reddish, very reddish, but in really it look like this. So it causes many problems to human health. Clear. In many examples, you can see carbon monoxide is one of the dangerous gases present in the environment, and this cause health problems, the cancer, and also the lung disorders. It caused due to emittance from automobiles. Clear, students. So the reddish color here represent that it can contain, or it have a greatest affinity towards hemoglobin in our blood. Clear. So you can remember the, or you can look the picture and then get a idea about the carbon monoxide and also the greatest affinity towards the hemoglobin in our blood. And the next one, Chernobyl tragedy occurred in. The Chernobyl tragedy is a nuclear reaction caused due to a nuclear reaction, and it caused in 1986. 1986 April 26. So you can get a question from Chernobyl tragedy or any other disaster related with environment, like Bhopal gas tragedy or Three Mile Island, etc. So the example match the following also, get a question from here. So study the question well, and you can get the table in next slide. The slide shows the Bhopal gas tragedy and 3 Mile Island and Chernobyl. And here the dates are shows. In Bhopal gas tragedy caused in 1984 and Chernobyl 1986 and 3 Mile Island 1979. And the both 3 Mile Island and Chernobyl caused in the 3 Mile in USA and Chernobyl in USSR, and Bhopal gas tragedy in Madhya Pradesh. The causes or the Bhopal gas tragedy happened due to the methyl isocyanate gas, and 3 Mile Island and Chernobyl are the were the nuclear fission in the reactor that caused to, the problem of to rise the temperature, rise the heat in the area, and explosive. Clear. So you can remember the date here, and the causage, what is the gas that caused the disasters. Clear. And then it's the amount of oxygen required to oxidize only organic matter in savage. So here the amount of oxygen required to oxidize, and it is a term that represent the oxygen amount that required to oxidize only the organic matter. So that is BOD, biological oxygen demand. And other one is chemical oxygen demand, that also related to the water amount of chemical content in the water. So the biological oxygen demand is a measure of amount of oxygen required to remove waste organic matter from water in the process of decomposition. So here the decomposition by aerobic bacteria will cause the waste organic matter from the water to remove. Clear. So the BOD is the one that will measure the amount of oxygen required to oxidize only the organic matter. Clear. So then this shows the BOD level in water. So the that is in ppb, parts per million. 1 to 2 indicates the water is very good, and it will not contain organic waste present in the water supply, so it's a good water. So the BOD level will represent the quality of the water. 3 to 5, that means moderately clean, and 6 to 9, that is poor, somewhat polluted. So here contains some of the organic matter and also the bacteria decomposing in this waste, that's also present in the water with a 6 to 9 BOD level. And 100 or greater means the water is very much poor and also very much polluted. It contains organic waste materials. So this is indicated in green, yellow, orange, red. So the BOD level with a green means it's very good, and in yellow that shows it's moderately clean, and with orange means somewhat polluted, and with red that means very poor, very polluted. Clear. And the next one related with the chemicals, which are one of the following chemical has been banned in India. So the chemical that banned in India, that is DDT. So you can get a DDT. What is a DDT? It's an insecticide, and also it is banned in 1972 in USA and later in India. And the full form of DDT, dichloro tetrachloroethane. So that's not important. You remember what is DDT, it's an insecticide and also a chemical has been banned, that is banned in India, and it's used as a mosquito killer in India in some places that cause malaria. The mosquito that cause malaria, to remove that mosquito, the DDT will use as a insecticide, uh, or the pollution free the medicine to control the mosquito. Clear. And then identify the substances that is not an organic toxin. So here the substance that's not an organic toxin. Here the organic toxin means that there is poison substances produced by a biological organism, that is the microbe, and also animal or plant that cause pollution or poison substances. Clear. So that is here the substances that is not an organic toxin. Okay, so you can see the option: aldrin, dieldrin, hydrogen sulfate, toxaphene. And the answer is hydrogen sulfide. Here the aldrin, dieldrin, toxaphene. You can see the similarities here. The in option, the N part, the in part that indicates that that is a organic toxin. You can also remember by that. But the hydrogen sulfide, it's not indicated as a substance that make organic toxin or a poison substance. It's a element after all. Clear. And then next one related to the iron in drinking water can lead to blue baby syndrome. So the excessiveness of which of the iron in drinking water cause blue baby syndrome. Okay, so here there are given aluminium ion, copper ion, sulfate, nitrate. So the blue baby syndrome is a disease that caused with a when there is not enough oxygen in the blood. In that can seen in babies. So the skin of the baby will turn into blue. That is the disease there. So blue baby syndrome will happen due to the excessiveness of nitrate ion in drinking water. And this question you can see in one of the UGC NET paper. and it's a sure question. So study this question well and understand what is the blue baby syndrome. Blue baby syndrome, the disease that caused due to the excessiveness of nitrate ion in drinking water. Clear? And the next one, and this is the short trick to remember the pollutants and that effect that goes due to health. Clear? Here the CHSC, you can get the C for carbon dioxide and H for hydrochlorocarbons, and here the C for sulfur, and that is C for sulfur also. Clear? Carbonates. So CHCSC, that is cause respiratory problems. Carbon dioxide, hydrochlorofluorocarbons, and sulfur and carbonates that cause respiratory problem in our body. And NFP, that is nitrate, and fluorine, and SPM, particulate matters, suspended particulate matter, that cause irritation in eyes and lung disorders. The together will make irritation in eyes and lung disorders. So first of all, the carbon dioxide, you can get the carbon dioxide in question, so that cause respiratory problem. You see any option related with respiratory problem, and that is the answer. And this also, that is hydro chlorofluorocarbons, and the C for carbon, CO2, and P for SPM, suspended particulate matter. And this cause cancer that happen due to the development of red blood diseases, and later it will result into cancer. Clear? And co, that means carbon dioxide, that causes greenhouse effect. So co for greenhouse effect, so for loss of chlorophyll and acid rate, that is sulfur dioxide. Clear, students? So the CHSC, that cause respiratory problems, NFP cause irritation in eyes and lung disorders, and HCP that cause cancer and development of red blood cells, red blood diseases, co for greenhouse effect, so for loss of chlorophyll and acid rain. Okay, then next one related with the produce, which of the following produce fly ash? So the fly ash, this is a particulate matter or the emittance from the fired boiler, like fine drained powder particles. So means that causes biological pollution, and also result to a cyclones in the atmosphere. So that these are the power plant, and which of the power plant emittents will produce fly ash there? And that is none other than the thermal power plant. The thermal power plant is one of the uh, units that makes fly ash in our atmosphere. So the fly ash will used for many purposes, for agriculture as organic or other insecticide, and in brick industry we can see the usage of fly ash, and to fill the wastelands. So these are the usages related with the fly ash. So towards the fly ash to use, like the agriculture insecticide, brick industry, filling wasteland, it doesn't cause pollution. In otherwise it emit to the nature, that cause biological pollution in our environment and resulted in the health problems in humans and also in other animals too. Okay, and next one, which is for, so the following is not a principle of green chemistry. So here not a principle of green chemistry. Okay, so here the green chemistry part, which what is called a green chemistry. It's a so-called sustainable chemistry also, and it is the area of chemistry and chemical engineering that focused on designing products and also the process that eliminate the use and generation of hazardous substances. So the green chemistry will help to make the substances that will protect the environment. So the options here, design safer chemicals. So safer chemicals will does not cause any pollution to the environment. So that is right. And avoid use of chemical derivatives. That is also right. Avoidance means to not use the chemical derivatives. And the use of catalyst and non-stoichiometry reagents. So here the catalyst used as non-stoichiometry reagents that not causing any pollution to the environment. So that's too right. So here the design for decrease in energy efficiency, that is wrong. The energy efficiency be promoted or to rise the energy efficiency in our environment. So the one that shows the design for decrease in energy efficiency is not one of the principle of green chemistry. Clear? And next question, it's a homework question related with the Kyoto Protocol. The number of greenhouse gases as recognized by the Kyoto Protocol. So in Kyoto Protocol, which how many number of greenhouse gases as recognized? Clear. So the option given 3, 4, 5, 6, and the right answer for this question you can provide in the comment box. Clear. And the region in India that is most vulnerable to seismic movement or earthquakes. So this question deals with the seismic movement or earthquakes in India and the place or the region that is most vulnerable or most susceptible, that is the spelling is like that, susceptible, and the region that is Himalayas. So in Himalayas, you can see Himalaya like a hilly area. So for the earthquake, that will really make dangerous situation in Himalayas, because the hilly region, the tectonic plate or the seismic movement here will cause damages, and also that related to that will cause earthquake in that region. So you can remember the Himalaya as the hilly region. So in hilly region, the movement of earth will cause more damages. Clear? The plain or the Sundarbans Delta, this is like a plain place or the plain, that's delta here. And also the Western Ghats is vulnerable but not as much as the Himalayas. Clear? So you can uh, log the option Himalayas whenever you can see the question in the screen and answer as the Himalaya. Clear? And then the next question related to the tectonic plates are present in. So here the tectonic plates are important. That is also called lithospheric plate. Lithospheric plate, and is a massive irregularly shaped slab of solid rock. So generally that is composed of both continental and oceanic lithosphere, and the plate is present in, you can see the lithosphere plate, so that is present in the lithosphere. Clear? So the another name for tectonic plate is lithospheric plate. So that is present in lithosphere. We can know that hydrosphere and also the atmosphere. So the lithosphere is the inner area in the earth surface, And the next slide is related with that. The lithosphere is present in the area inside the earth, and this like a irregular slab. So this place is it is slope, and this is like a plain area. So that is the irregular phase in the earth that cause the earth to move like a seismic movement and later into earthquake. And these are the three important movements related with the plates, and one is a divergent plate boundary. So the earth movement like this shape, the this area move to the left side, and this move area to the right side. So there's like a divergent movement and also the divergent plate boundary there. Clear? So you can just remember there are three important movement that related with the tectonic plates or the lithospheric plate, and one is divergent, one is transform, and other is convergent. Divergent is the opposite direction, convergent into the same direction, they look like this same direction. And the transform is like the the full surface of the earth will move to the opposite direction. This is the out inner face of the earth, but in transform plate the completely the land or the earth will move like a opposite direction. So that is transform plate boundary. These are present in the lithosphere, and also that is also called lithospheric plate. Clear? Focus in earthquake means. So this is a concept related with the earthquake focus. So the meaning of focus means, or the focus in earthquake means, which are the following: end point in the earthquake, or the underground origin of the earthquake, or both A and B. And the right answer for this question is the underground origin of the earthquake, because the underground means this is a earth like this earth, and this is the center point or the land area. This is the land area, and whenever this goes a earthquake, that goes in the inner area of the earth. So the point that happens to the earthquake is called a focus, and just above the area to the land, that is called epicenter. Epicenter, that is in the picture you can see this is the focus, and the just above the area to the land is called epicenter. So this is the two important keywords related with the earthquake. One is focus and other is epicenter. In sometimes you can just confuse the concept epicenter and focus. You just remember that the focus means the focus point. Whenever you look at particular point or they aim a particular point, that is the focus, or the happening of the earthquake is here. Then the effect of the earthquake to the above the land's area is called the epicenter. Clear? And then within this epicenter the movement spread to other areas of the land. Clear? And the next question related to the International Tsunami Information Center is located in. So that is the International Tsunami Information Center. ITIC is located in which of the following places? And that is Honolulu. Honolulu. And the Honolulu is situated in USA. It is situated in USA, and it is the International Tsunami Information Center. Clear? Next one. Consider the following pairs. Here there shows the important summit conference related with the environment and the years. So and the area is also given, and you can just select the correct pair in the statement. One is the Earth Summit in 1992, and that is in Rio de Janeiro. That is right. In 1992, Earth Summit in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Clear. And then World Conference on Disaster Management, that is in 1994. Clear. And that is Yokohama. It's situated in, or the management conference held in Yokohama in 1994. That's also right. And then National Institute for of Disaster Management 1995, and that is located in, or the held in, Hyderabad. That is also right. So 1, 2 and 3 all are correctly matched. So you can remember 1992 as the Earth Summit in Rio de Janeiro, and World Conference on Disaster Management 1994. This is 1992 and this is 1994 in Yokohama, and then National Institute of Disaster Management, that is in Hyderabad, 1995. This is it. This is an institution related with disaster management. NDM. Clear. And then next question: which waves destroy the buildings and highways coming in its way? Clear. The waves that destroy the buildings and highways coming in its way. So, there are two important waves. One is body waves and the other is surface waves. Clear. So the body waves and surface waves are the important waves in earthquake, and in body waves there are two important other waves, and also in surface waves two important other waves. Clear. And the buildings and highways are destroyed by the wave, that is surface waves. Clear. So the other slide is shows the four important waves related with earthquake, and this is the undisturbed material normal situation. And then in body waves and surface waves, what is the difference between the body waves and surface waves? In body waves, you can see the earth moves in a direction. In the direction is like a body waves. You can example, in our body we can move in different direction. Clear. So the body waves, the direction is only in a horizontal manner. In a horizontal manner. Like that. This is in horizontal manner and this is in horizontal manner. So the primary waves means it does not make any changes or any symptoms or changes in the earth not causing due to primary wave, that is related with body waves. And the secondary wave, it will move like a snake. Clear. This move like a snake. So S for S, that is secondary wave like snake. Clear. So that is the two important waves, primary and secondary in body waves. And then surface waves, that makes destruction to building and the highways that coming in its way, because it's like a vertical movement. Clear. Like heartbeat. The heartbeat we represent in a instrument like that, the vertical movement. So in the surface waves there are two important waves. One is Rayleigh wave and the other is Love wave. Clear. So in Rayleigh wave, there we can see that's like a oceanic wave. Oceanic wave. Clear. But so Rayleigh wave is like oceanic wave or circular movement there. Circular movement. So that is the one of the wave in surface wave. Then Love wave. It is like the vertical movement, and also in Love wave, the shaken surface side to side. Here the side to side. This side is also happened and this side is also happened. So the Love wave shake the surface. just like shake the surface. So they move only along the surface of the earth in both Rayleigh wave and love wave. The waves move only along the surface of the earth. And Rayleigh waves move the surface of the earth around the in a circle, and this is like the forward and down, then back and up. So this is like ocean wave. Clear. So the love wave is like side to side. You can just remember by two-way love. Two-way love. So here the two-way love, you can see the lover and the other person is side to side. Is in a side to side movement. So this is like love wave is like side to side. In both sides, the earthquake will falls, or the influence of the earthquake will fall in the both direction. But here there is a circular movement. Clear. So this is the surface wave, Rayleigh wave and love wave. In body wave is like horizontal movement. One is like with no any change in the manner, but there are some changes we can only measured in Richter scale. And the secondary wave is like snake movement. Clear. Then next question: how many seismic zones are there in India? So here the seismic zone means the zones that related with the influence of the earthquake in land. Clear. So the seismic zones measure the tendency of earthquake to make destruction in the land. So there are four important zones related with the earthquake or the seismic zones. And which are they? Which are the four important zones? Here the seismic zones. There are 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the four important seismic zones. In second zone, there is low damage risk or less risk due to the earthquake. And in third, there is moderate damage risk. Clear. Then four, that is high damage risk zone. And in five, it is the very high damage risk zone. So 2, 3, 4, 5, these are the four important seismic zones, and the map will represent in which of the areas or these zones will happen in India, in which states. Clear. So the blue shaded area will represent the low damage risk, and then the light brown or the cream color in this region that represent the moderate risk damage risk zone, and the light brown will represent the high damage risk zone, and then the brown or the maroon represent very high damage risk zone. So this map will help you to catch the zones in the states. So there are some other questions will come in this state. Which of the zone will act, or which of the following zones are represent in these areas? You can get any question like match the following or odd one out. Clear. Then the next one related with the maximum part of India come under which seismic zone of earthquake? So in earlier question we see there are four important zones, and in which the active zone is the second, sorry, the active zone, not the active zone. Here the in India that is active or the maximum part of India covered by second zone. Active zone or in maximum zone. in India. So here in India, the maximum zone is zone second. Clear. In zone second, you can see that the area with this is the area, the blue shaded area. You can see that this is the more or maximum in India. So that is low damage risk zone. So in India, the earthquake is low damage risk. Clear. Or there is maximum low damage risk zone present in India. Clear. Then next question, which seismic zone is most active? This is the case of most active seismic zone or very damaged zone, very high damage risk zone, that is the fifth zone. The last zone, this is the very damage causing or damage risk zone. Clear? Then the next one related with Bonga, Daji, Diwari and Ikra are types of dash. And there are some options given about. One is tsunami prevention technique, cyclone prevention shelter, endogenous host structure of disaster prone area, or schemes of Gujarat government for disaster affected areas. So this is a factual question, and the Bonga, Daji, Diwari, Ikra are types of indigenous house structure of disaster prone area. So, the indigenous house structure of disaster prone area is related with, or the Bonga, Daji, Diwari and Ikra are types of indigenous house structure of disaster prone area. Clear? So, the next slide shows the pictures of that houses, and you can see the picture of houses like that. The wooden shield in the outer layer of the wall, and then the windows or the other areas will cover with rocks, and it will give the wall with a strong protection from earthquake. So these are the house related to these are the houses that constructed in the disaster prone area. Clear. So in very high damage risk area, the construction of house like that, the Bonga, Daji, Diwari and Ikra. So any one of the Bonga, Daji, Diwari or Ikra will come in exam as question, and say which is related with, or this come under which of the following. Clear. And then next question related with floods can be caused due to, or what is the reason for the floods causing in some areas. And the statement given, carrying capacity of the river channel exceed the surface runoff. We can see this is a river, and this is the river channel or the river surface, and out of that water will flow, and that causing flood. That is the first statement. And the next statement state, considerable reduction in the infiltration rate of soil in regions of high rainfall. So here the infiltration is one concept related with the soil, and the infiltration means the water in the land will drain into the inner layer of the earth. So that is the infiltration rate. So when the infiltration rate is very much low, or it is in a reduction way, that will cause the water to restrain or to stay in the outer layer or the surface of the land. So that makes flood. But in case the problem of surface runoff, it will flow into the other parts of the area, and it only picks up the carries or pollutants into the lakes, rivers, wetlands, or in another coastal groundwater region. So that does not make any flood problems. So only the statement 2 is right regarding to the reason for flood. Clear. And the next slide will help you to get an idea about infiltration and inflow. Clear. So the infiltration and inflow is related with the. Okay, so the infiltration and the inflow is related with the excess water that flows into the sewer pipes. Sewer pipe means the narrow pipes from groundwater and storm water. So here the inflow or the infiltration means the excess water in the surface area that flows into sewer pipes to which place to the groundwater and to the storm water. So the groundwater infiltration means through the pipes like holes, cracks, or joint failures and faulty connection. You can see the land like that in a whole manner, and also like the crack, and then the join, like the join, so the join failures and the faulty connection. So through these small areas the water will filtrate, or it will goes to the groundwater or to the storm water. So the excess surface water will removed through this process, infiltration. Clear. So that will make, or that will reduce the chance for flood, but the reduction of the infiltration rate will cause the flood prone area. Okay, then the next question related with India has been divided into 5 earthquake zones. Okay, we discussed 5 zones, seismic zones, and which of the following states come under very high damage risk zone? And the given some states: Bihar, northeastern state, Gujarat. So here the very high damage risk zone that comes in the zone 5, and the states that come under zones 5 are, you can see the map there. This is the map, and here the seismic zones are being 4, and the high risk or highest seismic zone that represented in the red. And you can see the Bihar here, the Bihar, and also in the graph or the map you can see Bihar is located and or under the highest seismic zone, and northeastern states, these are the northeastern states, these all are under highest seismic zone. And then Gujarat, a small part of Gujarat is also prone to the highest seismic zone. And then the other areas, Jammu Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, are the other states that come under highest seismic zone. So with the help of the map you can easily pointed out the moderate seismic, highest seismic zone, and also highest seismic zone. And you can get the least active seismic zone in some of the areas, but not in every area, but in some of the areas you can locate this. Clear. So the option is all of the above. All of the above. Bihar, northeastern states, Gujarat are all come under highest seismic zone, very high damage risk zone. Then the Indian Tsunami Early Warning Center, ITEWC. So the ITEWC is the institution for early warning information about tsunami, and that is established at Indian National Center for Ocean Information Sciences, is located in which of the following place? And this is located in Hyderabad, and it is established in the year 2007 October. So the institution will give information about the early warning, so you can take necessary steps regarding to the tsunami. Clear? Then the next question, so you can relate the ITEWC to H, that is Hyderabad. Okay. And then among the following, which of the eight areas is least susceptible to landslides? So here the least susceptible means least vulnerable. Least vulnerable. So the landslides is least vulnerable to which of the following areas? And that is undulated reliefs of Aravalli. In Aravalli, the plains are very much in a smooth way or in a low slopes there, and it does not make a landslide in this area, or the area is less prone to landslide because of the flat terrain surface in Aravalli. You can see the picture, it is not look like a huge hill, and there are some small hilly areas that are very smooth surfaced, so that does not make landslides, or that only make a low prone to landslide. Clear? Then next question is a homework question. Who is the chairman of State Disaster Management Authority? So here the question is the chairman of State Disaster Management Authority. Options given: State Home Secretary, Chief Minister, State Home Minister, SDMA Chairman, that is State Disaster Management Authority Chairman. And who is the chairman of state disaster? This says that there is separate chairman or separate elected chairman for state disaster management. So you can take the right answer from the given option regarding to the chairman of state disaster. When was national e-governance plan established? So you know what is e-governance? E-governance, that is E for electronic governance. The people and government should relate or should meet by using this platform. So people can get the services through the digital units or the digital processes, and also the government can easily announce any information to the people through this medium. So the National E-Governance Plan established in 18th May 2006. So in 18th May 2006, the National E-Governance Plan established, and later the digital initiatives in this platform will slowly develop. Clear? So must remember the 18th May 2006. Okay, then National Technology Day. A question you can get surely in your exam for the match the following the various days like environment, technology, etc. So must remember the date, the important one, National Technology Day, that's in 11th May. Clear? So in 11th May, National Technology Day is celebrated. Clear? Then next one, which is the first digital state in India? One of the other important question. First digital state in India, that is Kerala. So in Kerala, with 100% literacy and also the first state which developed in like digital state. Clear. And the next one, Aadhaar based biometric authentication system for pensioners is called. Here you can know the Aadhaar, what is Aadhaar, and the Aadhaar based biometrics. So you can know the biometric system. In recent periods, we use the biometric system for the identification of people, like the thumb impression and also the eyesight, etc. You will join in Aadhaar like these biometric procedures. So here the biometric authentication system that's for pensioners is called Jeevan Praman. So here the Jeevan Praman, here the Praman, word Praman, you can know that's a document here. So you can relate this for Aadhaar, that for pensioners. Clear. Then the next concept, mobile seva and the Darpan. So the Darpan is the full form or the short form of dashboard for analytical review of projects across nation. So there are number of projects that are available in our nation. So for the analytical review of this project, there will be a institution or a process, that is Darpan. In Darpan, you can also mean the reflection. That's reflection into your own. You can see Darpan here, and the mobile seva is a platform you can get e-governance through mobile phones. In some of the applications you can get through mobile phones, and some other like the uploading documents or other information you can contact or you can approach the Akshaya centers. Clear. The Akshaya platform or the other digitalized platform, you can know there are a number of applications now developed for the digital processes. And Pragati is the another one, and it's related with the Prime Minister view or the Prime Minister's center. From Prime Minister's office, he can get the information related with the governance. So that is the Pragati. Clear. Then what is the motto of Digital India launched by PM Narendra Modi? So here the motto here, that for Digital India initiative, that is empower, power to empower is the motto. And you can see the logo here. This is the logo for Digital India, power to empower, and the D here is written like a connection or the like the modulation. So the Digital India initiative, the motto is power to empower, and that's launched by PM Narendra Modi. Clear. And it's launched in 2015. So another important one, must remember the date, year. Okay. And next one, which description is appropriate among the following for e-governance? So there are some of the descriptions here given: engage, enable, empower, provide fair and unbiased services, provide technology driven governance, ensure people's faith in e-commerce application. So these application you can look alike same or appropriate for the e-governance, but the one that is with engage, enable and empower is the most appropriate description for e-governance. Clear. Then the next one, e-rakam. E-rakam portal is related to the welfare of which people? The mining industry, students, income taxpayers or farmers. The e-rakam portal is the portal that relate to the farmers welfare, and is developed for the farmers, and it known as E-Rashtriya Kisan Agri Mandi. Clear? E-Rashtriya Kisan Agri Mandi, that is a full form of E-Rakam, and here Mandi, that's for market. Can know the Mandi. So it is a Kisan Agri Market. Clear? Then the other important government policies which include or which for the farmers, that is e-pashuhat and e-rakam, that is the one m-kisan. And in e-pashuhat you can know the dairy farming or dairy farming people, and in m-kisan the another important mobile application for the kisan, that is for the farmers. Clear? And it's I just noted the important other policies. You can remind this for your exam. Clear? And then e-governance technology provides you. Here, the exchange information, provide service, citizen connect, all of the above. And in such question, you can look alike same all the options, and suddenly you must go to the all of the above. But that is wrong. Here, the e-governance technology provides platform that provides services, platform that provides services, mainly services. Clear? This is the government of India service designed to integrate health services has been designed by whom? So here the services of the government, that is for the health service, and that designed by particular institution, that's called NIC, National Center for Institute Center. Clear? And here the National Informatics Center, National Informatics Center. And here the NIC product provides the particular products and platform. You can see e-office, that is digital workplace, e-counseling, e-present, that is for IT solution, Jeevan Praman, you know, Jeevan Praman for pensioners, Tejas is for data related, and again Neva, and the NIC, that's for pension program, Darpan, also the you know the various programs that's come under Kanya Sri, that online for women's, Uravak, that's fertilizer farmers, e-hospital, service plus, and these are the different areas or the different programs that which integrate by the NIC, that is National Informatics Center. Clear? So you should remember the NICs, the other platforms. These are the platforms you can remember, and there are also other platforms available under NIC. So you can also make sure the other concept also clear for you. Then the next one, what type of e-commerce is set between companies? And you can know the here e-commerce, that is electronic commerce, the set between companies. So between companies that come under B2B transaction. So that is means business to business. Clear? And then B2C for business to consumer. Here B2B means between companies or between the different companies. Here B2C means business with consumer, and also the consumer can transact information with the business. Here B3E, that is the other one, and C2C, that's consumer to consumer. Clear? Then Umang application is part of which initiative? Sorry, is Umang application is part of which initiative? And that's come under the important initiative of India, that is Digital India Mission. So we can see that the Digital India mission or Digital India initiative will provide almost all services in our country, and one of this is Umang application. Clear. And the Umang application is one of the important channel through which the people can contact or people can get services under various schemes. So that is one mobile app for many government services. And this Digital India Corporation and Umang, the motto is the spirit of new India, and is powered by Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. Clear. So this picture you can get many information. So by using single words you can easily get a eye contact with this picture, and easily you can recall this information. Okay. And then ICCC stands for, and here the ICCC stands for Integrated Command and Control Center. That is the short form ICCC. And what is meant by Integrated Command and Control Center? It is the one integrated command and control center. It's a collaborative workspace. Here, the key decision makers that monitor and manage the incident response activities in real time. That's a live response and enhancing their situational awareness. You can see like the platform, like the room, there are many number of computers and you can give instruction at a time, like the traffic control. You can give the real time information, real time approach with the people and enhancing their situational awareness. Clear. That meant by integrated command and control service. Next one, which of the following is related to National Supercomputing Mission of Government of India? And you can know these names are very familiar with you, and the one that is Param Shivai is related with, or it is the National Supercomputing Mission of Government of India. And why it is called supercomputer? That means at a time you can the supercomputer can do 1 lakh or more than 1 lakh of operation, and it will increase the speed of operation. Clear. And that's why this called national supercomputer, and this inaugurated by Narendra Modi, Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Clear. And this is the a picture of national supercomputing. It's Param Shiva. Clear. Then, when was the Digital India program launched? The another important and relevant question, Digital India program is that's launched in, that's in 2015 1st July. So in 1st July 2015, Digital India Initiative or Digital India program was launched, and that's launched by Narendra Modi, Prime Minister Narendra Modi. And then it is the another important one. There are 9 pillars connected with Digital India, and that is the various operation or various platform, the broadband, public internet, information, early harvest, universal access, IT jobs, e-Kranti, that is related with delivery of service. You can get a question from this. E-governance through reforming government through technology, and electronic, that's target net zero import. So these are the important areas and the 9 pillars, that's called 9 pillars of Digital India initiative. Clear. So you does not make sure to remind this all concept, but you must know this the broadband or public internet, or these are connected, or these are the basic pillars of Digital India. Okay, then this is the homework question for you. Which of the following is a disadvantage of e-governance? And you must know that for every positive thing, or for a coin, there are two sides, that positive and negative, and we explain the number of positive sides of e-governance, and there are a disadvantage or demerit for e-governance, and which are the following: the real-time update, cost reduction, transparency, digital divide, etc. So what is the answer for this question? What is the disadvantage of e-governance? You can answer in the comment box, and also ask any other queries related to this session, and you can get more information from in other videos in our channel related to ICT. Clear? Then communication becomes circular when the communication becomes a circular procedure. Here there are following options given. So you can know when the communication is circular, that is, the decoder becomes an encoder. So the procedure of communication that completely get or completely follow the communication process, or the communication is complete only when the feedback sent by the decoder to the encoder. So first person who's encode the message and send to the second person, and he will decode the message, and then feedback will send to the encoder. And this circular procedure is completely present in the when there is feedback. So this option is wrong. The feedback is absent is wrong. Source is credible or channel is clear is not coming the right option. So the communication becomes circular only when the decoder becomes an encoder, or the feedback is present. It's the another one option. Clear? So the picture shows that the communicator, the first person who sends the message to the second person, and then there must be several concepts related with, like the physical, psychological, social, relational, cultural context. So these contexts are related with the other important session, that is barriers of communication. Clear? That we will discuss in another video. So the question is clear for you. And then second question: which of the following statement is not connected with communication? So in these following option, which is not connected to the communication, and the one of the option, medium is the message, world is an electronic cocoon, information is power, telepathy is technological. So at a site you can know these three statements are correct. Medium is the message is also right, and the world is an electronic cocoon, of course, and information is power. So the wrong answer is the telepathy is technological. The telepathy is not technological, it is the mind factor. It's related with the mind factor. Clear? You can know the several examples of telepathy: the relationship, the wife husband relationship, the mother child relationship. You can see a telepathy is working there. Whenever you say that there's something that remind, or something that in the mind of another person, there works a telepathy. Clear? So here the telepathy is not technological, or not related with the digitalization, that related with the mind factor. Clear? Then the chronological order of non-verbal communication, another important one question. So here the non-verbal communication is noted there. Non-verbal communication means the communication without using words. So here the non-verbal only use like the signs, symbols, colors, codes, etc. So here the chronology means the ordering, one by one ordering of the non-verbal communication. So that is, you can make sure the order here. Signs, first of all there comes signs, and then symbols, and then codes, and then colors. Clear? So signs here means any signs that related to haptics, the gestures, etc. And the symbols. Here the symbols means the symbols for stop. You can see stop, a symbol there, and code. That's a uniform code for our country. That's a uniform civil code. That's like the non-verbal communication. The code, for example, you can when you see a national flag, you must salute there, or you must stand still, or the in attention mode. So that is the code. That is not said by a verbal word to make to stand in attention. So that's a code. And the color, and also the color indicate some in traffic signals. You can know the red, green, yellow colors. So these are the another non-verbal communication. So first here there comes signs, and then symbols, codes, colors. So for your accessibility, for your recalling, you must show the code Sisico. Sisico. Here the Sisico indicates SI for signs, SY for symbol, C for codes, and CO for colors. Sisico. Clear. So Sisico will indicate the chronology of non-verbal communication. Clear. Then didactic communication is. So the word didactic indicates two, or the communication between two persons are indicated in didactic. Clear. So the didactic will represent, or didactic communication is the form of interpersonal communication or between the person. Here intra means within the person. Clear. And organizational relation is another mode of communication. So the intrapersonal communication is the one that within ourselves, the mind voice example, that is the communication of ourselves. And interpersonal means the communication between the people. Almost all communication is interpersonal. Clear? Then identify the correct sequence of the following. So here given the important procedure, or the important ways in which the communication passes, or the communication takes place. So we know there must be a person wants to communicate, or there must be a one person to start a communication. So that is a first person, and he will say the source. Clear. Then to the force, there comes the message. A person who wants to communicate one important message to the another person, or he want some message to communicate or transfer to the other person. So first person, or first thing, they need a source and then a message, and he want to talk to the other person through any media or any channel. So there comes the channel. In channel, you can directly communicate to a person, or you can communicate through a phone, over a phone, and using the like internet services or other modes. So these are the channels there. And then there must be a receiver. Clear? So these are the important steps of communication, and from source to the receiver there takes place two important points. One is message and the other is channel. Clear? Then the next one is related to. So this is the answer. Source, message, channel, and receiver. You can also call this model SMCR model. SMCR model communication. And then, so this is the sender encoding the message, and the channel that will receive the message to the channel, the message will receive to the person who the sender wants to communicate, those person who is a receiver, and then he will decode the message, and then feedback will come, and then it will move to the receiver, then channel to the message, and then the sender. So here also plays an important one, that is noise. In noise that happening in between, or the in message in channel and receiver, you can see the noise that plays a important role there. Clear? Then the next one is assertion reason. In assertion, you can see the one of the statement, mass media promote a culture of violence in the society. So here the violence in the society that created by a mass media, or mass media is promoted the culture of violence in the society is said in the assertion. And in reason there gives the violence, because violence sells in the market as people themselves are violent in character. So the first assertion provides that mass media plays a important play a role in the violence, promotion of violence in the society. And the reason says that the violence is sells in the society, or the violence is promoted in the society because the people themselves are violent, or the people, there are people who are violent in character. So you can see the assertion and reason both are look alike. The provides a negative sense. Clear? So the mass media, you can know the mass media, that's journals and also the newspaper. Are you sure that you only see the about news about the violence? No, there are many other news related to the prestige and also the other things, achievements, and like the important events, etc. So the mass media plays important role in the communication channel, but not like in violence, but also you can get other information too. So both the statements are false. So the answer for this question is option D. Both A and R are false. Then in communication, connotative words are, and then here gives the connotative. You can see both the statements. One is denotative and the other is connotative. So both are important place in, both are secure, or both are process important place in the communication, and you can get the important variation or the important difference between both this. So here the connotative, that is expressed in explicit abstract symbol or cultural, that is in connotative you can see the figurization or the representation of particular words or particular events. So that is in cultural. So the answer for this question is cultural. For your clarification in this concept, they provides the connotation and denotation versus. So the in connotation you can see the meaning, additional figurative meaning. So you can get here the meaning, or the through the connotation you can get a figurative form of information. For example, a red rose. A red rose is a symbol of love and desire. But in the in books or in other journal or in other medias, you can see the red rose is the not at the symbol of love and desire, is just like a flower, like a red flower, and with a thorny shrub, or with the thorns. And but in connotative sense they says that that is a figurative representation or response there. Clear? Or figurative response means the you can say can get the importance, or the show why it is important there. Clear? And in denotation you can get only the dictionary definition, like a red rose is symbolized, or red rose is defined as a red flower that born by a thorny shrub. So there will be, you can say, only a red flower that look like it, and the leaves and the thorns. But here the red flower is look like only that flower, but in connotation it looks like a symbol of love and desire. So it figurate, or it denotes something clear, or it makes some sense of words clear, that is connotation. So that is expressed in cultural. And then the denotation means, that is dictionary definition, clear. Then next question, when communicated, institutionalized stereotypes become. So here the stereotype word and also the institutionalized stereotypes, clear. Then when communication is happen, or the communication is taken place, there comes the institutionalized stereotypes that become the convictions, clear. So let's explain the concept. First of all, you can see the what is the word conviction. The conviction means a firmly held belief or opinion, or something we firmly believe. That is, there's something that we are not aware, or we are not that much sure about the thing, but we firmly held belief, or firmly held the opinion that that is right, or the statement is very much right there. So that makes the conviction. So there is not any proof related to the conviction, but it's just like a belief or opinion. And then the stereotype. Here the stereotype is a particular word, and that's generalized by the belief for a category of people. And there is an expectation. Some people expect as the culture, or the particular category of people is like that, or their culture is like that. For example, in a male dominated country, like any country, in our country also you can see male domination in some places. Also there may be a female and male equality, but in some cases in marriage ceremony, etc., you can see the male domination there. So in male domination, there comes the female will make sure that they will provide the things, or the like the in marriage ceremony, provide money or gold to the family, to the groom's family. So here they expect it from the bride's family, clear. So that makes a concept, or that makes a generalized belief there, but that's not much sure, or that is not right to the society. In our constitution also there says that the dowry system will be prohibited, but in case of the following the beliefs there from our earlier, our hereditary, from our father forefathers, there will generalize the belief there, and that followed by until this time. uh, this time this changed in some more, but this also following by our future also. So that is a conviction or a belief. So that belief or opinion in the society, or the belief in the some of the things, or some of the concept that makes the institutionalized stereotype, or that's only our belief also, and that does not have any proof. So I think that you must sure the word stereotype and also the word conviction. Some of the people does not know what is the stereotype and also what is convection. They will surely mug up this concept, or mug up this question and answer, and then in exam hall you can see the some of any options that relate to the convection, like conception or other thing, and you will suddenly jump to the answer conception or something like that. So for that, I will explain the two concept, convection and also the stereotype in detail. Clear? Here the site for stands for which of the following. And here the option satellite instructional television experiment is the right one. You can see that the all options are look alike same, but the satellite instructional television experiment is a right option. And you must remember it by the satellite, then through the satellite the instruction that for television experiment. So here the instruction word is very much important. Instructional. Here instructional television experiment. Clear. Then the site is established in the year 1975, and the joint initiative of NASA, that is the American Satellite Space Research Center, and then the Indian Space Research Organization ISRO, sorry, Space Research Organization, and then the project made available informal television programs to rural India also. So the site is one of the important concept related with the television program, and you can see the project made available in rural areas of India. Clear. Then must recall the year 1975. In some questions you can get like match the following or some like that. Clear. Then the term DAVP, DAV stands for. So the DAVP you can know or you can make sure or relate to the concept Directorate of Advertising and Visual Publicity. So here the advertising is one of the communication channel. You can relate to the Directorate of Advertising, and here the advertising is we can get or we can reach in the medium of visual, or in advertising you can see or you can buy that product with the visual experiment. So the visual publicity is the another point. So make sure the concept you study must be in a clear manner or with any connecting with your real life or any other things, so you can easily remember or recall the things that you study. Clear. Then next one, in India, for broadcasting TV programs, which system is followed? So, we know that for broadcasting any television channel or the television programs, there must be a institution that related to that. And you can know the Baisak sender, the channels Swayam Prabha is broadcast. So like that, the TV programs in India that is broadcasted by which of the following institution? And that is the one PAL. PAL, clear. And the PAL, that's full form of phase alternate line. Phase alternate line, that is the full form of PAL. And then the other one NTCS, that is National Television Standard Committee, and NTSC, National Television Standard Committee, and then sorry, the NTCS and the NTSC both are same, and the given National Television Committee for Standards, or here the NTSC, National Television Standard Committee, and CCAM or the SCCAM, that is Sequential Color and Memory. So the PAL is the institution that related to the broadcasting of TV programs in India. Then the term TRP, as associated with TV shows, that stands for you hear that the TRP for that channel is very low or the TRP for that particular program is very much high. So with this TRP, the channel or the program members will make sure or make analyze the program quality. So with looking the TRP that is above 5 or above 8, that shows that the channel or the program is excellent, or the viewers of this channel are very much interested to look that channel or look that program. So the TRP, that stands for television rating points. Clear. Television rating point. Then Transforming thoughts, ideas, message into verbal and non-verbal signs is referred to as. So that transforming means to convert the thoughts, ideas and messages and that's into verbal and also to non-verbal. And that particular word that related with the converting of ideas and messages into verbal and non-verbal means encoding. You heard the word encoding. You can see the word in also in computer in related to ICT. In computer program that is encoded in some of language like binary. Clear. So encoding the opposite or the opposite phase that is decoding to make the verbal or non-verbal signs into ideas and messages, that is decoding. Clear. Then NC National University of Journalism and Communication is located at which place, or the MC National University, that is the full form of. So here the Bhopal is the National University of Journalism, MC, National University of Journalism and Communication is located in Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh, and the MC stands for Makkanlal Chaturvedi National University of Journalism and Communication. That's one of the important question. You can get definitely one question from here. Clear. And this also related to the higher education also. So the all the topic ICT and then the communication and also the higher education, the three parts will definitely have a connection in interconnection. You will get the ICT question related with communication, also the communication question related to higher education, and also the higher education related with ICT, etc. So you can must study the all the three concept or three topics in a clarity, or you can also make sure that the ICT you study or the ICT concept you study must you evaluate yourself and also to make the ICT with other topic also in communication and higher education, etc. So at that point and that relation also you will definitely gain marks in your exam. Clear. Then next one, public communication tends to occur within a more dash structure. So this is a homework question for you. And public communication, you must know what is public communication. The communication in a broad manner or in a mass communication also comes under the public communication. But there are some variation or some differences between mass and public communication. One of the major differences is the public communication set up under a particular manner. Clear. And there must be like the press meet, etc. The press meet that arranged by the political leaders or some other people. So that must be in a regular order or a pattern there. But in mass communication, there are not much order or any other kind of patterns. You can see the mass communication like the talk in talk in the auditoriums and also the other places the political leaders speech in the local areas and also in the uh, urban areas, you can see, and also the inaugural address of some people who inaugurate the bridge or something like. So the difference between public and mass communication are something that related to the people or the organization. So what is the public communication, or that public communication tends to occur in which of the structure in a more way or in an extreme way. So whether it's complex, political, convenient, or formal. So this question is one of the sure question, and also the students are bit confused with the terms public and mass So that's why I explained the concept public and mass in detail. So any doubts regarding to the public and mass, you can surely ask in the comment box, and also you can get the other doubts regarding to this area. Not only this voting question, but also you can ask the other question. The first question: India together with which country has notified the year 2021 as environmental year? So the country that has notified the year 2021 as an environmental year together with India. So in this question you can get the two important things. One is 2021 as the environmental year in India, and then also the other country that related or that notified the 2021 as the environmental year. So the answer is France. So in 2021 year, the India and France together notified the as environmental year. The Union Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Prakash Javadekar, and French Ecological Transition Minister, Barbara Pompili, launched the year 2021 as the Indo-French Environmental Year in New Delhi. Clear. And then next question. Which state conducted Asian Waterfall Census 2020? That's in 6th January 2021. So here the things Asian Waterfall Census 2020 conducted in January 6, 2021, and the state which conducted is Andhra Pradesh. So the Andhra Pradesh is the state that conducted Asian Waterfall Census, a 2-day census of 2020 in 2021, Jan 6th. So you can know the ducks. You can know the ducks. So here the Asian waterfall, just like ducks, look like ducks, but it is a endangered species. So Asian waterfall census is conducted to know about their census and their number. Clear. And conducted by Andhra Pradesh. Conducted largest ever public opinion poll on climate change. So here the ever public opinion poll on climate change conducted by which of the organization? So that is the UNDP, United Nations Development Program. The UNDP conducting the largest ever survey on climate change and has questioned 1.2 million people from 50 countries. So that's not any other significance, but the largest ever public opinion poll on climate change conducted by UNDP. That's very important one. So remember that. Clear. And the next one, how long has India set to achieve 20% ethanol blending with petrol? So here the ethanol blending with petrol is a aim for India, and that's set to achieve a 20 percentage. Okay, so the years that in the options, the 2022 is never come because we passed 2022 and we moved to 2023. So that will not come. And the other option 2029, 2025 and 2039. And the right answer is 2025. So for the ethanol blending, the India set to achieve 20% in ethanol blending with petrol. And what are the important implications related with the ethanol blending? It will reduce the carbon dioxide emission to the environment, and also we can protect the environment with less emission of the seriously damaged hazardous gases to the environment, and also the 30 crore investment or 30 crore amount with the foreign exchange, it can also be reduced. So we can get a clear cut vision that with ethanol blending with petrol, we can achieve more and more advantages related with the environment, and also with the our country's prosperity. So that's ethanol blending 20 percentage, the India goal, that's on 2025. Clear. And the next one, Parliament got from Environmental Protection Act. So here the Environmental Protection Act get from which of the following articles? And the right answer is Article 48 and Article 51 is the important articles related with the environmental protection, article related with environmental protection. Okay, so the Parliament got the Environmental Protection Act from the 48, Article 48 and Article 51G. Clear. And then, and also we can say that the Environmental Responsibility Article as 41A. Clear. And next question, Forest Conservation Act was enacted in the year. So here the Forest Conservation Act is enacted in 1980. You can get a question from Forest Conservation Act or any other important related acts. So this is one of the important act. You can get a question as match the following in UGC NET exam. So 1980 is the year in which the Forest Conservation Act was enacted. Next one, how many years once the parties in the Vienna Convention meet to take a decision? So here the two important things, one is the Vienna Convention that is related with the ozone layer protection. So the meetup of the Vienna Convention to take important decision related with the ozone layer protection, and the meetup is conducted in every 3 years or once on every 3 years. The parties will meet to take important decision regarding with ozone layer protection. Okay, and then next question related with the main aim of Stockholm Convention on persistent organic compounds. Students, let's look the question first. The main aim of Stockholm Convention on POPs. So the persistent organic compounds as POP. So the POPs in the question is related with the Stockholm Convention, and the options given, the three options related with the POPs. One is to eliminate dangerous POPs, one to increase the usage of dangerous POPs, and the other is increase the production of POPs. So the increase the usage of POPs and also the increase in the production of POPs does not come, because the both will give a negative implication to the convention. So the eliminate the dangerous POPs is the right one, and this is the answer. So in some of the question you can get the answer in a logical way. So read the question first, and then you can get logically think in some of the questions, so you can get a clear answer to eliminate dangerous POPs. Clear. And next one, Basel Convention is mainly deals with. So these are the convention, so that's for protection of environment. Clear. So the Basel Convention is deals with, here the biological diversity, we can get the CBD, Convention on Biological Diversity is related, persistent organic compounds, that is Stockholm Convention, and ozone depleting weather is, there are two convention, Montreal and also Vienna. So the hazardous and waste and their disposal is the one that related with the Basel Convention. Clear. So in some of the question, you can get the answer by pointing out the odd one out. Clear. And then the next question with the main aim of UNFCCC, that is United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. So that is established as a international environmental treaty to combat the dangerous human interference with the climate change. So here the climate change or the climate system is pointed out. So that is a part by here to stabilize the greenhouse gas in the concentration of in the atmosphere. So the stabilization of greenhouse gas that related with the UNFCCC. So the main aim of UNFCCC to stabilize of greenhouse gas. You can know the some of the greenhouse gases to stay one or two important greenhouse gases: methane, carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, etc. So these gases we need to play in or need to react in the atmosphere to stabilize our temperature, and until that it will cross the limit, it may create hazardous environment problems, so that will be stabilized to avoid that problems. Clear. So the UNFCCC is related with the climate system or climate change, and that is the greenhouse gas stabilization will make the climate system in a regulated or in a proper way. Clear. Okay, then next question related with the, and this is the shortcuts to remember the convention and also the key areas that related with. First one, the RW, that is the renewable energy. You can remember that as renewable energy. And here the R for Ramsar Convention and W for wetlands. So RW, that is the code is renewable energy, and the renewable energy means the R for Ramsar Convention and W for wetlands. Okay. And the next one, popes. The popes related with the S here. That is the pope is for singular and you can this for plural as popes. And here the S for Stockholm Convention, and then popes for persistent organic pollutants. So here the popes indicate as persistent organic pollutants that relate to the Stockholm Convention. Clear. So you can simply relate the Pope for Stockholm Convention. Clear. Then next one relate with the sites. So the sites, the full form you can remember, and also you can get a question the what is full form of sites, etc. So CITES, Convention on International Trade on Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora. So here the International Trade on Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora, that is the convention related with CITES. Clear. Then the CBD. Here the CBD is the Convention on Biological Diversity. So we can relate CBD for Convention on Biological Diversity. And then BMW. We can know the BMW. For the first, we remember BMW or the thing you can say or you can get from BMW is a car, or that's a prosperous and the pride car BMW. So here the B indicate for Bonn Convention and M indicate for migratory species and W indicate of wild animals. So here the Bonn Convention related with migratory species of wild animals. So BMW you can that's a code for remembering the Bonn Convention with the migratory species of wild animals. Clear? Then wo. So you can wo will indicate the, you can remember a phone, Vivo. So here the V is cancelled here and you can simply remember wo there. So the wo for Vienna Convention, the V for Vienna Convention, O for ozone layer protection. Okay, then the next one related with the mo. So wo and mo is both are related with ozone layer protection. So mo for also, that is the Montreal Protocol. The Montreal Protocol and the Vienna Protocol both are related with ozone layer protection. Then next one, kg. Kg you can get the kgf. Here the kgf is a movie. Clear? So the kgf you can simply eliminate the f and kg is a 1. K for here Kyoto Protocol and G for greenhouse gas. So to reduce the greenhouse gas emission from atmosphere, Kyoto Protocol is formed. Clear? Then UNCCD. Here UNCCD related with the, you can simply relate the UNFCCC and UNCCD. Here the both, here the 3C and here the 2C. This is for Convention on Climate Change. Here Convention to Combat. So framework, UN framework for Convention on Climate Change. Here UN Convention to Combat Desertification. Clear? Then RP. RP for R here for Rotterdam. Rotterdam Convention, that is related with the pesticides. So RP you can simply remember R for Rotterdam Convention and P for pesticides. Clear? Then move to the next question. Which convention came into existence for the protection of the marine environment of the Baltic Sea area? So here the protection of Baltic Sea area environment or the marine environment of the Baltic Sea area for protection is related with which of the following convention? You can know Vienna Convention related with ozone layer and Stockholm Convention that related with the popes, and then Helsinki. So these are the two things you are not remembered or you are not familiarized. So the answer for this question is Helsinki. Helsinki is pronounced as. So Helsinki Convention is related with the protection of Baltic marine environment of the Baltic Sea area. Clear? And it is formed in 1992, and also this is one of the convention related with the marine environment. Clear? So simply you can relate the H for HB. That is a pencil for HB pencil. You can remember the name HB. That is Helsinki Convention for Baltic Sea area. And you can get another one, that is Bucharest Convention. The Bucharest Convention, I don't know how many of you know about the convention. It's the Black Sea, protection of the Black Sea. Another one convention related with the sea and against the pollution. This is signed in the Bucharest in April 1992. That's also in 1992. And the basic legal framework for regional cooperation to protect the marine environment. So here the Black Sea is important. Black Sea protection is important there. Clear? Then next question with the migratory species of wild animals, which convention took place? So for the conservation of migratory species of wild animals, which of the following convention took place? Okay, so in earlier slide, the related with the short tricks to remember, I say the BMW. You remember BMW. B for Bond Convention and M for migratory species, migratory, then that is wild animals. So the one of the main convention related with the migratory species of wild animals, that is Bond Convention. Clear. So the other, or you can know the Basel Convention and Rio de Janeiro Convention. So the Bond Convention is the one that related with the migratory species protection and the migratory wild animals protection, and here the Aarhus Convention. And the Aarhus Convention related with the people the right to access information about the environment. Okay, the people's right to get information or to access information about the environment. Right to access information about environment. Clear. So it also promotes public participation in decision making and provides access to justice in all environmental matters. Clear. Then next question related with the full form of N mode. So here the N mode is also another convention related with the environment, and the full form here is Environmental Modification Convention. Environmental Modification Convention. Formerly the convention on the prohibition of military or any other hostile issue of environmental modification techniques. So this is an environmental treaty that prohibiting the something like the military or any other hostile issues in the environment. So the modification convention, environmental modification convention, that is the full form for NMOD. Clear. Then the next one, how many parties are there in the Nagoya Protocol? So here the Nagoya Protocol, and how many parties or how many countries that relate to the Nagoya Protocol. Clear. So the answer for this is 193. There are 193 parties in Nagoya Protocol and is established for the framework for genetic resources for biotechnology research. So this is related with the genetic resources for biotechnology research. Clear. Then, and there are 193 members in Nagoya Protocol. Next question, that is your homework question. For the Convention of Biological Diversity, that is CBD, which protocol was adopted? So, the Conventional Biological Diversity, the CBD, which protocol was adopted? Kyoto, Montreal, Nagoya, Cartagena. So, the answer stands for. So, here the question related with internet technology, that is DNS. The DNS full form, that is domain name system. Domain name system is used to convert the IP address into a readable domain. So here, for example, bbc.co.uk. It is a IP address, and here we want to convert this code into readable domain by using the DNS. Without DNS, everyone would have to remember random strings of number to access different websites or at least Google's IP address. So that's very much difficult to remember the huge IP addresses. So the DNS helps us to convert the IP address into readable domain. So in DNS is called the domain name system, and here we can see the browser here, and the www.example.com is a web address, and that's sent to a DNS server, and the later it resend like a numbered numbered string, and this one is sent to the web server. So the data will be more secured by doing this, by making the readable or the IP address into a readable format, and again it can be converted into a IP address. So it will very secure the data of us. Clear? So the DNS stands for domain name system. Then next question, when was the first email sent? The first email sent in the date of 1971, and that's first network email sent by Tom Linson in 1971. The email to himself. His full name is Ray Tomlinson. He was a computer engineer, and also the email to himself that said something like the alphabets QWERTYUIOP. So that's for some factual statement that's not needed in your exam. You must remember the date which the first email was sent, and also next question, what does SSL stands for? The full form of SSL is Secure Socket Layer. Here the secure socket layer, and in short, is the standard technology for keeping an internet connection secure and safeguard. So any sensitive data that is being sent between two systems will be protected by using the SSL, and preventing the criminals from reading and modifying any information that is transferred, so including the personal details also. So the data between the two systems will be secured by using the secure socket layer SSL. And the next question related with the PPTP stand for. Here the PPTP stands for which of the following? And the answer for this is point-to-point tunneling protocol. So here the point-to-point tunneling protocol is a network protocol, and that enables the secure transfer of data from a remote client to a private enterprise. So for a data to be transferred from a client to a private enterprise, the PPTP will help the server by creating a virtual private network. So here the VPN that across the TCP IP based data networks. You can know what is a TCP IP. It's a protocol. So the point-to-point tunneling protocol means it enables the secure transmission of data between a client and a private server. And you can see the what is TCP IP in also, that allows one computer to talk to another computer through a internet, and that's through compiling packets of data and sending them to the right location. So that is a internet protocol, and also a most common internet protocol. So here the most common means the TCP IP, the TCP IP protocol. Clear? So the internet protocol means just the protocol or set of rules for routing and addressing the packets of data, and it can travel across network and arrive at the correct destination. So the data transferring the internet is divided into smaller pieces, that is called packets. So the data can be transmitted into small pieces, and that is called packets, and through which the packets is transferred to the other device through the internet protocol. And the most common internet protocol is TCP/IP. Clear? Then the PPTP uses the TCP/IP protocol for transferring the data, and it is just like the network protocol that perform to secure the transfer of data. Clear? Then it is the picture that shows the PPTP tunnel, and you can see the public or the home, the device you can connect it from home, and from PPTP tunnel the data is transferred to the office, or from the office it can transfer to another workstation. Clear? So the PPTP will secure the data from one place to another place. Then, which company created the most used networking software in 1980s? Here the most used networking software in 1980s. So before in 1980s the networking is still played an important role, and the one of the important company, that is the Novel, that will make the important networking software at that time. So that's based on Provo in Utah, and the headquarters in Utah, and that created network, which still one of the most used PC networking system in the world. So still the Novel company is performed a well developed way, and it is the most used PC network also. Clear? And you can see the other companies also, Sun, IBM, Microsoft are the other important company, but later the Novel company, the Sun, IBM, Microsoft was emerged. Clear? Then the important question, and one of the repeated question in UGC NET, that is on the keyboard of computer, the each character has an ASCII value which stands for ASCII, that stands for which are the following, or the full form of ASCII. So that is the American Standard Code for Information Interchange. And from the full form you can get the information interchange. So the letters or the words is transferred into some other way, so the ASCII will play important role in the keyboard. Clear? So how many letters are there in ASCII? That is 128 characters. In ASCII there are 128 characters, and a 7-bit character will containing set of 128 characters. Clear? So it contains numbers from 0 to 9, and the upper and lower case English letters, that's from A to Z and A to Z. Small and capital letters. The character sets, and also the special characters like and ash and star, etc. So the character sets used in modern computers, that's in HTML and on the internet, are all based on the ASCII code. Clear? So you must remember the full form of ASCII, that is American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Clear? Then the next question. So you can see this ASCII for 85. That is the letter U, capital letter U, we can represent, or we can type like that, Alt plus 85. So for each letter you can know the ASCII code or the value like that 85. You can just type Alt plus that number to get the letter. Clear? And the next one, which of the following is type of LAN? So the LAN full form local area network, one of the network, and the other WAN, that is wide area network, and MAN, metropolitan area network. So here there are given Ethernet, token ring, FDDI, and all of this. So we want to select the right answer, that is a type of LAN. And LAN consists of a series of computers that linked together to form a network. That's for a circumscribed location. Like say circumscribed location, that means in a short area, in a small area that is covering a typical network, that is a LAN. So LAN connected to a other via using a TCP, IP, Ethernet or Wi-Fi. Clear. There are some more types for LAN, and the Ethernet is one of the important LAN here. The most fastest speed internet connectivity, and the token ring, and that is another form of LAN. And here the topology that sends data in one direction throughout a specified number or location by using a token. That's why that's called token ring. And the FDDI, that is another Ethernet. FDDI Ethernet is the full name. Here the fiber distributed data interface. The full form of FDDI, fiber distributed data interface, that's provided data speed which is faster than the token ring and Ethernet and LAN. So the fastest form of LAN is the FDDI, and it's comprised two independent counter rotating rings. So the fastest LAN is the FDDI. Full form is Fiber Distributed Data Interface. So in this question, you can see all the options are related with the LAN. So all of this is the correct answer. And then it is the other types of LAN. So you can see the types of local area network LAN, peer-to-peer LAN, token ring LAN, token bus LAN, wired LAN, cloud managed LAN, public internet, wired end user service, mobile end user services, devices. So these are the other common types of local area network. So you please one or more examples of LAN you should study. That's useful for your exam. Clear. And also you can get the question what LAN, the full form of LAN, and WAN or MAN. So the main differences between LAN and WAN is that the two are the important computer networks, and they facilitate the interconnectivity between the computers. While LAN network offers smaller and more localized networking, at that time the WAN offer more widespread connectivity. Okay, then the next question related to the computer programs that possess or that include errors. So here the errors or in computer programs that are called bugs. And this question is also the one of the important question in your exam. You can see the questions can be repeated over and over again. So the errors in computer programs is bugs. And you can see one more option, that is spam. So here this spam is the other way of making multiple messages from at a time. So that is called spam. The follies is the mistakes. As you can see the foolishness thought, that is follies, and mistakes you can know what it's called mistake. This both are the same meaning. So the spam and the bugs. Here the bugs are the answer for this question. The errors in computer programs. And then the HTML is basically used to design. Here the question about HTML, and the HTML means hypertext markup language. It It is a markup language and also it is used to design web pages. So the HTML full form, and also it is basically used to design web pages. Then next question relate with information, that is combination of graphics, text, sound, video and animation, that is called multimedia. So here the multimedia is the collection or the combination of graphics, text, sound, audio, video, animation. And this question also an important question in UGC NET exam. Clear? Then the next one is, which of the following is not related to information security on the internet? And the one is not related to the security, information security is the information retrieval. Here the data encryption, we know what is data encryption. We can transfer or convert the data into any other special characters or numbers. So it can make more security to the data, and then watermarking is also other method. We cannot identify the code in that word, and the data hiding is also related with the information security. But the information retrieval means you can retrieve or restore the information. So it's not related to the information security on the internet. Then which of the following is not a network device? So here first of all we talk about what is network device. Here network device, that's also referred to the hardware and networking hardware. So some more examples of network devices in computers include hub, switch, router and gateway. You are familiar with these words, and here are the network devices, and the right answer, you can see the note here, the not a network device, that is the CPU. Router, switch, hub are all related with the network device, and here are the network devices: router, modem, hub, switch, Ethernet card, RJ45, repeater, gateway. These all are the examples for network devices, and some other parts related to the computer like CPU, mouse, keyboard are all related to the computer device or the parts of computer. Clear? Then the next question, which of the following is the example of operating system? Again the OS. The OS, operating system, manages all of the software and hardware on the computer. So it performs a basic task such as file memory, process management, handling the input and output, also the device, disk drivers and printers controlling. So here the Microsoft Word, Excel, Access, Windows, and in this the example for OS is the Microsoft Windows. It is a particular type of operating system. Clear? So you can know what is Microsoft Word, Excel, Access. These all are the certain apps or certain device that related to design. Some like the Word used for document creation, Excel for table creation, and also Microsoft Access for all making all this Word, Excel, etc. But the Microsoft Windows is a operating system, and it will make the manage all the hardware and software in the computer. You can see some of the example like Linux, Windows, Mac, Apple, etc. Clear? You should study these examples also. You can get a question like the odd one out. So here the user, application, operating system, hardware, and this all are related to the processing of operating system. The user can get the application here, and the application processing will complete and then the user will get the result. So the operating system will make the connection between the user and the computer hardware and software parts. Clear. So it makes a mediator or the middleman between the computer and the user, the computer hardware software parts and the user. Clear. Then which of the following is not an internet service provider? That's ISP. Again the other one, ISP, internet service provider. And the internet service provider is a company that provides individuals and organization access to the internet and the other related devices or services. So the ISP has a equipment and a telecommunication line through which the access to required have a point of presence on the internet. So for the that geographic area served. So the internet service provider will make a connection between the individual and organization with the internet. And here we can see the MTNL, BSNL, AirNet India. These all are related to the called ISP. But the Infotech India is not related to the ISP. Clear? Then the next question, so here the ISP, you can see the ISP is a separate entity of the company and that provide the PC of the individual PC that connected to the ISP and the information or the rules like the rules or other things that will send to the internet, and then the internet will resend the result and again the ISP will resend to the PC. So that's why the ISP will make a middleman between the PC and the internet, and that's a separate company that provides individual and organization access to internet. Clear? Then this is a homework question for you. The full form of SMIME in internet technology, that stands for, of course it's a mail extension. Then which of the following is the correct? Is MOOC, massive open online course. The other one related to that Swayam is the thrust area is MOOC, and the initiative is under MHRD, Ministry of Human Resource Development. And here this is a web-based portal, integrated platform and portal for online education. Clear? So you must remember the Swayam, steady webs of active learning for young aspiring minds. Clear? Then move to the next one, that is Swayam Prabha. Here, the Swayam Prabha is the 34 DTH channel. So you must remember the channel number. There are 34 DTH channel you can see in the Swayam Prabha. Clear? Then it is the based on 24 into 7 using the GSAT satellite. And it is from Baisa Gandhi Nagar, uplinked from Baisa Gandhi Nagar, Gujarat, and it is the new topic for at least 4 hours in a day, and it is repeated 5 more times in a day. You can select the desired time for the educators for the students, and the contents are provided by NPTEL, IITs, UGC, CEC, IGNU, NCRT and NEOS. These are the other important regarding to this Swayam Prabha channel. You can know the full form of these institution, NPTEL, National Program on Technology Enhanced Learning, IIT and UGC, CEC, Consortium of Education, you can see here, and the IGNU, that is Consortium for Educational Communication, and it is in 1993. You can get another important question from CEC, and it has been established with the goal of addressing the needs of higher education through the use of powerful television media and along with this emerging ICT. Clear? You can see the both the TV channel and also the using of ICT in Consortium of Education Communication and IGNU and the INCRT and NEOS. Clear? Then The InflipNet Center. It is the other important area that maintains the web portal there. So the InflipNet is the one that maintains the web portal for Swayamprabha, and the InflipNet full form Information Library Network. This is the inter-university center of the UGC, and the organization promotes and facilitates the libraries and communication resources. That's for Indian education, further education, and premises are in Gujarat, Gandhinagar. So the Swayamprabha channel, 34 channel, that is uplinked from Baisa, Gandhinagar, and the web portal is maintained by the InflipNet Center. And the Swayam Prabha, that is in 2016. Clear. The NAD, the 24 into 7 online storehouse of all academic awards. So here you want to remember about the NAD. It is the National Academic Depository, and it stores the academic awards there. So here you can easily access and retrieve the important national academic awards like certificates, diplomas, degrees, mark sheet, etc. that is duly digitalized and lodged by academic institution, and also the boards and the accessibility. You can get not only the access and retrieval of an academic award, but also it makes or guarantees the authenticity and safe storage of academic awards. So you must remember the important one, it is for academic awards, and there are two important digital depositories that store the that store the academic award. One is the CDSL Venture Limited, Central Depository Service Limited, and the NSDL Database Management Limited. These are the important two digital depositories that store the academic awards under NAD. Clear. And the next one regarding eShodh Sindhu. eShodh Sindhu is the other important initiative by MHRD, and that merging three consortia initiatives. One is UGC InfoNet Digital Library Consortium. Here the InfoNet explain the national initiative for providing access to the scholarly electronic resources. So that is in full text and bibliographic database, and it facilitates the access to high quality e-resources. Clear. So here the InfoNet Digital Library Consortium is one of the consortia here, and the NList, that is the other one, that stand for National Library Information Services Infrastructure for Scholarly Content. So the National Library and Information Services, that infrastructure for scholarly content. So here the National Library and Information Services structure, that is for scholarly content, NList, and the other one is the INTEST. INTEST, that is for AICTE, All India Council for Technical Education Consortium, and the INTEST stands for Indian National Library in Engineering and Technology. Clear. That is INDES, Indian National Library in Engineering and Technology. Here the digital library. So INDES, Indian National Digital Library. Clear. So INDES for Indian National Digital Library in Engineering and Technology. And it provides a peer-reviewed journals and number of bibliographic citation. So that is a factual database in different discipline you can see in eShodh Sindhu. And it is the important merging of three consortia initiative: Infonet, Enlist, Indust. Clear. The next one regarding the virtual labs. Here, the virtual labs that under the initiative of MHRD, and it is the aegis of NME ICT. You know the full form NME ICT, that is National Mission on Education through Information and Communication Technology. Important one. You can see the full form or any other question related with NME ICT. So make sure you must remember what is NME ICT, and it is formed in 2009. Clear. And this project consortium is activity of 12 participating institutes and IIT Delhi. So you must remember that 12 participating institute, it may or may not come, but IIT Delhi you must remember, and it is remote experimentation. Here the virtual labs, you can see the consist of approximately 700 plus web-based experiments. So for experiment on virtual basis, the virtual lab helps the students to get information regarding through online. Clear. So it is a remote operation and viewing. And the next one, E-Yandra. E-Yandra is the another important web-based program related with the embedded system and robotics by IIT Bombay. So you must note the initiatives and also the IITs or any other institution related with that program. So here the IIT Bombay sponsored by MHRD through the NME ICT, and here E-Yandra is conceptualized by two engineers from IIT Bombay. One is Kavi Arya and other one is Kriti Ramamritam. And it is factual data. You may or may not study, that's not important, but you must know about what is E-Yandra. Here the E-Yandra is the one that gives the system, embedded system, and it is initiated to spread education through the embedded system and robotics by IIT Bombay. Clear. And that is through NME ICT. And the next one is Talk to a Teacher program. Here the A View is a program that under the Talk to a Teacher program, and is a program by IIT Bombay and funded by MHRD under NMICT. So here the IIT Bombay will program or will contribute to the E-Yandra, and also here the Talk to a Teacher program. And the Ministry of Human Resource Development is funded to the program, and the education using information and communication technology along with virtual labs, haptics and natural language processing. Clear. So that's the other programs related to the Talk to a Teacher program: virtual labs and haptics, natural language processing. And AView is now deployed at several IITs and NITs and other leading education institutions across the nation. So you can see the AView program in various IITs and also NITs and the leading education institution there. Clear. That's coordinated by IIT Bombay. Then the next one, E-Acharya. E-Acharya is the integrated e-content portal, and here you can see the content that developed e-content, that project developed or funded by the NME ICT, and there are provided by various quality content and for 70 plus projects on e-content. That's under NMEICT, and which is developed in various subjects, discipline in science, arts, engineering, social science, etc. through various Indian institute, universities, colleges. So the portal would provide facility to search and browse all hosted desired material, including audio, video, conferencing, audio video learning, and then the materials, textual material, multimedia enriched material, etc. to a single interface. So moreover, the features of phaser search, syllabus based search, and usage statistics, personalized learning experience you can get from the e-acharya. Clear? And the next one is related to the e-kalpa. E-kalpa is here the e-kalpa, you can see one or more questions regarding to the e-acharya e-kalpa. So here e-kalpa is related with design. So the word design is very much important, the creating digital learning environment for design, that's also called e-kalpa. And the e-kalpa is under the NMEICT, part of NMEICT, sponsored by MHRD. Next one regarding 4C. 4C, the full form of here the double S and the double E. Double S for source software, double E for education. Here the education is through the internet based media. Clear. So the 4C, the free liber, the you can also see flows. 4C or flows. Flows means find free or liber and open source software in education. Here the open source education software is promoted, and here are the tools to improve the quality of education in our country. Here that also aim to reduce the dependency in proprietary software. Here the proprietary software means the software that we buy. So the it must create in financial problems for students. So that to reduce the financial cost of students, the FOSI will provide free and liber open source software, and the project is under the part of NMEICT, MHRD, Government of India. So these encourage the use of flows tools, and through various activities ensure commercial software is replaced by equivalent flows tools. So the it develop and also it upgrade the existing tools to meet the requirements and academia and also the research. Clear? Then Vidwan. Vidwan is the other area that for saves, or it covers the premier database of profiles of scientists, researchers, and other faculty members. So here the provides important information about the expert's background, contact address, experience, scholarly publications, skills, and other research identity. So the database is developed and maintained by the InflipNet, and with financial support from NMEICT. And it helps the students to get the details of various scientists and researchers, and the database would be instrumental in selection of panels of experts for various committees, and it monitored by the government establishment evaluation. And the real this really helped the students to get the contact details also. Clear. So you can get any scientist and researchers name, address, their scholarly publication, their experience, their skills, so easily through the Vidwan platform. Clear. It is maintained by or developed and maintained by InflipNet Center. Clear. Then the next one, spoken tutorial. The spoken tutorial is a part of Talk to a Teacher program by NMEICT, and it's a multi-award winning. Here you can see the multilingual content portal that also learn various force all by oneself. Force, you can see the force what is that is free open source software, and the spoken tutorial project is developed by IIT Bombay. It is one important point. Spoken tutorial is developed, the project is being developed by IIT Bombay, and our this software or the program is free and open source software all by oneself. Our self-paced the multilingual courses that also ensure anybody with a computer and a desire for learning can learn from any place at any time and in any language for their choice. So the spoken tutorial project is one of the multi-award winning educational content portal, and the initiative is under Talk to a Teacher program. Clear? And Badal. Badal, here the Badal for cloud orchestration and virtualization management software. And this software is initiated by the MHRD scheme under NMICT and it developed by IIT Delhi. It makes or it ensures the optimal utilization of infrastructure and the speed of the deployment and development of governance application for academic needs. So you can see in education and academic needs, various e-governance application being used. So for the deployment and development of these application, Badal should help the students and also the teachers to get the very speedy access to their academic needs. And it's an open source project, so can use by anybody. They help institutes to set up their private cloud, and the Badal also help the various institutions to set up their private cloud also. And the dynamic resource scheduling and power management, and also the workflow system, and you can request the virtual machines, and you can facilitate the other things like the shutdown, power on, and the power on specifying resources, and the dynamic utilization of monitoring. And it can the government institutes to accommodate their infrastructure needs without taking care of management issues. So you can give the, or you can initiate the Badal without any management issues. Clear? So Badal is one of the important tool for the e-governance application for academic needs. Then the next one related to the global initiative of academic networks, that is GYAN. Here the GYAN in higher education, you can see it's a higher education that aimed to tap the talent pool of scientists and entrepreneurs. So here the existing academic resources, you can augment the country's existing academic resources, accelerate the pace of quality reform, and elevate the India's scientific and technological capacity to global excellence. And here the reforms or the initiative is mainly developed by IITs, and the system of guest lecture by internationally and nationally renowned expert would be evolved along with the comprehensive faculty development program, that not only for new IIT, IIMs, IASs, but also other institutions in the country also access to the GYAN for getting the talented pool of scientists and entrepreneurs that will really augment the pace of scientific and technological capacity in our country. Clear? Then imprint. You can hear the word imprint, that is the full form is impacting research, innovation and technology. And the imprint is to address the major science and engineering challenges that India will address, and to empower and empower the nation to inclusive growth and self-reliance. So this initiative is two-folded. For first one is developing new engineering education policy. Second one is creating roadmap to pursue engineering challenges. So first one is to new engineering courses or new engineering education policy. Second one is existing challenges. Existing challenges should be analyzed and make the roadmap to pursue that challenges or to overcome these challenges. Clear? Then the next one is related with the Sashakt. It's a one-stop education portal, And here is a single stop or single education portal that addressing the needs of students, scholars, teachers and lifelong learners. And also it's a free portal that launched by that honorable president of India Abdul Kalam in October 30, 2006. That's also make them pursuit of knowledge free of cost to them. That's proposed by NMEICT. Proposed scheme. Clear. You can see also the representative of education institution here. That's not that much important, and you can make notes regarding to this. That are the IGNU, Delhi University, Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangedan, Navodaya Vidyalaya Sangedan, NEOS, NCRT. These all are the consistent representatives of this program. And this vision is to scale up this. There's a pilot project and to capture the needs of more than 50 core people. Okay, so this will help them to get the aspiration of many personalities, the learners and also the lifelong learners. This scheme may also the provision of certification. You can get also the certification from this program, and this the through formal or non-formal means you can get the help as also to develop and maintain the database of profile of human resource. So Shashakti is one of the best platform and also a one-stop education portal. Clear. Then DigiLocker. DigiLocker is another important platform related to the verification of documents and certificates. It eliminates the use of physical documents. You can see in anywhere. You can see anywhere in government education centers and also in other departments. The use of internet is very much widespread, and it eliminate the use of physical documents. And all here the verification of documents and certificates in a digital manner, and it helped the institutions and also the people to make their data in a personalized manner. So any Indian citizen who sign up in DigiLocker account get a dedicated cloud storage space, and that is linked to their Aadhaar Uday number. Clear. So that is for the DigiLocker. And the next important one is regarding the National Program on Technology Enhanced Learning, and that is NPTEL, and that is initiated by 7 Indian Institute of Technology, the IITs. 7 IITs, that's Bombay, Delhi, Kanpur, Kharagpur, Madras, Guwahati and Roorkee, and that along with IIS, that is Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, in 2003. So the NPTEL program is enhanced or developed in 2003, and the full form is very much important. And in this you can see the 5 core discipline area, namely civil engineering, computer science, engineering, like electrical engineering, electronics and communication engineering, and mechanical engineering. And also 235 courses you can see in this NPTEL, and addition of 600 web and video courses also available in this NPTEL. Clear. So the several improvements such as indexing of all video and web courses and keyword search were implemented in this NPTEL. So several improvements can also be seen in the NPTEL and enabled or established in 2003. And the next important one, Oscar. You can see one of the award related to Oscar. That is not the Oscar. It is for Open Source Courseware Animation Repository. Open Source Courseware Animation Repository, and it is the web-based interactive animation and simulation. And the this refer to the learning objects laws. Thus, the students and teachers can view, run, and download the learning objects. You can see in your small classes. That's like in 8th or ninth standard, you can see the software like GIMP. And here there you can use the animation system. You can create animation, run and view, download, etc. But in Oscar or this open source courseware animation repository, you can easily get the learning objects in an animated manner, and the students and teachers both can view, run and download these laws. Clear? Then next one is related the National Mission on Education through Information Communication Technology. In these initiative, you can see the single name NMEICT. For mostly in most digital initiative, you can see the word. And it is launched in 2009 and is a centrally sponsored scheme that realized the potential of ICT in teaching process. So it benefit the learners in higher education institution at any time, anywhere they can study using the ICT based initiatives. So the NME ICT realize the potential of the ICT in education system. Clear. And through NME ICT there are many important systems initiative and also the improvements in education system. You can see education system must be very much improved using the ICT software, ICT initiatives. Clear. Then the Legiga in 2007, it is developed by SIDAC. SIDAC, that is Center for Development of Advanced Computing, and developed by IIT and Ministry of IIT and Ministry and Israel FTK Technology. Israel's Ministry and also the FTK technologies in Israel. And here the objective, Legica is introduced for the objective is to spread the computer literacy and to the masses in India who do not know English. You can see in ICT anywhere the usage of English. So there are some people who do not know the English, the usage, the application, etc. For those, the Legika will help them to train them for the spread of computer literacy to the masses in India. Clear? Then the next one is related with the CDEEP, that Center for Distance Engineering Education Program, that is CDEEP. And here the classroom is provided, the emulated classroom interaction program, and that's using real time by the IIT Bombay. You can see in some institution they provide real time classroom interaction through internet. Also in television. In IIT Bombay, the real time emulated classroom interaction is called CDEEP. Next one is Gyan Darshan. You can say the Gyan Darshan is one of the important question in UGC exam, and it's launched in 2000 by the joint effort of IGNU and the IITs. Here the channels that broadcast educational program for all students, like university students, school kids and also the adults, and they are contributed by IGNU, UGC and CEC, Consortium of Education Communication, IITs and so on. So the CEC, you can see it's also an inter-university center of UGC. The other important inter-university center of UGC is in Flipnet. Clear? And then Gyanvani. Gyanvani is the FM radio, a bouquet of frequency modulation, and which broadcast program contributed by IGNU and IITs. So Gyanvani is the FM radio channel and Gyan Darshan is the channel or the important one related with the channel, TV channel. Here this is a radio channel. And the UGC countrywide classroom, that's in 1984, it's one of the initiative, and education programs are telecast on Gyan Darshan and Doordarshan national channel. You can the DD1 every day. So through this education programs are telecast on Gyan Darshan and also in Doordarshan. And Gyanvani is the FM channel, and it's one of the question 1984 is the UGC countrywide classroom. And Grid Garuda is the national grid research. In this, you have the grid here. Together, you can accomplish the academic, scientific, and other application. Clear? Here the grid is the overall attainment of the program, academic, scientific, and other application. And the national knowledge network is one of the important connected area of Grid Garuda. Clear? Then topic. First question, the great Indian bustard bird is found in. So, in which of the following places the bird great Indian bustard is mostly found? And it is none other than Thar Desert of Rajasthan. So, here the great Indian bustard is found in the desert area, the Thar Desert of Rajasthan or the desert area of Rajasthan. And what are the speciality of the bird? You can see the bird here. It's a great Indian bird. The name is also means that it's very much and also highly rare in Asian area. So that's in Rajasthan and is likely to included in the global list of top 10 migratory species that facing extinction under the UNEP convention. That's for Conservation of Migratory Species CMC of wild animals. So here the COP13 that related with the migratory species that connect the planet and we welcome them to from or out of the extinction. So this bird is considered as the mascot in the COP13 and the IUCN status of the bird is critically endangered. Clear. Then the next question related with Sagamada. Sagamada, that's a national park and that has been established to preserve the ecosystem of a important mountain peak. So which is the mountain peak that protected or preserved with the construction of the Sagamada National Park? And you can see a hilly area, the mountain here, and from this you can easily locate the mountain that is the great Mount Everest. It is the one that protected or to preserve the ecosystem of Mount Everest. The Sagamada National Park is situated or established. In Valley hydroelectric project was abandoned due to strong public opposition. This is a statement. And then it is located in. And here the Silent Valley is an important national park, and this is there are a hydroelectric project also located. So the Silent Valley is located in which of the states? And it is in Kerala. So the Silent Valley in Kerala, that is the important national park here that considered as the in 1973 the planning commission formally approved the Silent Valley hydroelectric project and later it make some conflicts between the people the inhabit there and later it made the problem to be severe, so the project is abandoned there still. So the Silent Valley is in Kerala because of the Silent Valley name that perceived because of the absence of noisy citizens. So the another story that attributes the name to the Anglicization of Sairandri, and the third story that related with to the presence of many lion-tailed monkeys there. So the Silent Valley is famous for the lion-tailed monkeys. Clear. Then move to our next question, which is called the Tiger State. So, the state that named or it can be also called as Tiger State, it is none other than Madhya Pradesh. Here there are 526 tigers we can found. So the power of Madhya Pradesh is like a tiger state of India. The state of Madhya Pradesh has the highest concentration of tigers, and out of all 17 states Bandargarh, Panna, Panch, and Satpura national parks, they are all are situated in Madhya Pradesh. And as part of this tiger project in 1983, that is in 1933, the tiger project, the Nagarjuna Sagar and the Sri Shailam Tiger Reserve is the biggest tiger reserve in India. So the two important biggest tiger reserve in India, one is the Nagarjuna Sagar and the other one is the Sri Shailam. Sri Shailam, clear? Then the next question, match the following. So the list 1 that shows a national park and the list 2 that shows a states. So we want to match the national parks with the particular state that located. Let's see. First one is Periyar and second Nandankanan, Corbett National Park, Sarikska Tiger Reserve. So here the Periyar is located in the state of Kerala, and then Nandankanan is located in the state Odisha. So in the given option, the first option that gives the national park Periyar in Kerala. So this is the right answer. You can easily locate the answer with some of the one or two options or one or two statements. So it's easy to answer the, and also the time, you can save the time also, clear. And the Jim Corbett National Park, that is in Uttarakhand, and the Sariska Tiger Reserve, that is in Rajasthan. So I will give you a short trick for the some of the national parks in Kerala, like Periyar. So the last word in Periyar, you can locate the last thing yar, and also Madhikettan Chola. Madhikettan Chola. That is also a important national park in Kerala. So the Chola, the Yar, that shows that that particular national park is located in Kerala. Clear. And you can also take some of the other short tricks to remember the national parks and these located states. Clear. So the answer for this question is option A. Then the number of tigers in India as per 2018 tiger census. So here the number of tigers in India is as per 2018 census is 2967, and this tiger census is conducted once in every 4 years. So this is once in every 4 years, and the latest all India tiger estimation, that is AITE, all India tiger estimation, was conducted in 2022. So last census in 2018 and the current census is 2022, and its report is scheduled to be released in this year 2023. So the Forest Department official says that the 2022 census will be scheduled or released in 2023, and the current census or the last census in 2018 says that the number of tigers in India is about 2967. Clear. Then the next question, which are the following park that named after the river Brahmaputra, the tributary of Brahmaputra? So the river Brahmaputra and the tributary of the river Brahmaputra, according to that tributary, which park is named after that? Or the park which is known or named after Brahmaputra tributary? And that is none other than the Manas National Park. So the Manas National Park is situated in the Assam, and it is named after the tributary of the river Brahmaputra. And other wildlife species also found in national park like the hawk, the golden leghorn, Indian rhinoceros, Asiatic buffaloes. So the animals are also found elephant, leopard, clouded leopard, Himalayan bear. That's all located in the Manas National Park, rich with the biodiversity, and this is the one that related with the river Brahmaputra. Clear? Then next question. National Park is famous for snow leopards. So here the snow leopards is found or is mostly found in which of the following national parks? So these questions are very much important and also widely saying questions. So the snow leopards are found in the Hemis National Park. And here the Hemis National Park, you can see this is located in Jammu and Kashmir. So the snow leopard, here the snow, you can easily locate the place Jammu Kashmir and the Hemis National Park, and it is located in Ladakh. Hemis National Park is the largest national park in South Asia. That is also you can get one more important information. Largest national park in South Asia. So that's also an important one. Park in South Asia, and then it is also a famous for snow leopards. And then Gir National Park is located in which place? So here the Gir National Park is famous for, you can know, the Asiatic lion is found in its natural habitat there. And also unlike the other big cats all can found there. So the presence of human beings, and it even lives near the human settlements. So that's why it's very much plenty of Asiatic lions, and the Gir National Park is found in Gujarat. So you can easily note the GG, Gir for Gujarat, Gir for Gujarat. Clear then? Here the Asiatic lions found. Then which national park has become largest habitat of the endangered estuarian crocodiles in India? So here the endangered estuarian crocodiles in India, that the highest or the largest habitat of these crocodiles in the Bitarnika National Park, that is in Bitarnika National Park, the second largest mangrove forest in India, and also it's one of the Ramsar site. So wetland also. So it was declared as a Bitarnika National Park in the year of 1988. Clear. So until then, the 1988, the Bitarnika National Park was declared. It's located in the estuary of Brahmani, Bitarnika, Damra, and Mahanadi river system. So here we want to note one estuarian crocodiles, the endangered estuarian crocodiles, that the highest or the largest habitat of these crocodiles is in Bitarnika National Park. Clear. And you can see the Panna National Park that is found in Madhya Pradesh, and the Jim Corbett that is in Uttarakhand. So that is a related information. You can also see some question related with national park also. So the Panna National Park, Madhya Pradesh, Jim Corbett in Uttarakhand. And the next question, national park famous as the home of Big Five. So the Big Five indicates the animals or the species, and the national park of the Big Five, the home of Big Five, is Kaziranga National Park. Kaziranga National Park is the home, known as the home of Big Five. And what are the Big Five? That is the one-horned rhino, Indian elephant, Royal Bengal tiger, swamp deer, and wild water buffalo. So these are the species there. You can simply locate the rhino, elephant, tiger, deer, buffalo. Rhino, elephant, tiger, deer, buffalo. These are the big five, and the home of these big five is the Kaziranga National Park. And the Detchingam National Park, this is in Jammu and Kashmir. Jammu and Kashmir. And later the Kanha National Park is also in Madhya Pradesh. And the Satpura National Park, that's also in Madhya Pradesh. Clear? Then the next question, Jim Corbett National Park was earlier known as. So here the Jim Corbett National Park was earlier known as, or the name in which Jim Corbett National Park was known. And that gives some of the option, and the right one is Haley National Park. The Haley National Park. Okay, Jim Corbett National Park is a forested wildlife sanctuary and also the oldest national park in India, situated in Uttarakhand. Uttarakhand. It's also one of the question. And here there are number of Bengal tigers, leopards, and also wild elephants, famous for Bengal tigers. And one of the banks of Ramranga Reservoir is the bypass, the Corbett bypass. So the Haley National Park, later known as Jim Corbett National Park. Then next question, Kipling's Jungle Book is based on which national park? You are aware about Kipling's and the Jungle Book, and he wrote that Jungle Book based on a national park. That is the one and only Kanha National Park, and the Kanha National Park in which the Jungle Book is based on. Clear? Then the next question about the natural vegetation of savanna, that consists of which of the following parts? That is jungle, tall grass, trees, short grass. The natural vegetation means the place in which the savanna of place in which the vegetation, the plants, and also the other important ecological content. And here the savanna consists of tall grass. Clear? So in savanna you can see tall grass. You can simply note ST for tall grass. And then it's a homework question for you. The number and variety different organism and ecosystem in a certain area is termed as. It's a definition, and the term related with this definition, you can give the answer in the comment box, whether it's biology, biosphere, ecosphere, or biodiversity. Okay, then here the homework question. Who is the chairman of State Disaster Management Authority, SDMA? The chairman of the State Disaster Management Authority is the chief minister of that state. Clear? Then that's for the day. We end this video with this question. You can give the answer in the comment box, and also you can ask any queries related with this topic, and we will meet in next another important video. Until then, thank you.